Closer than I realized. Closer than I realized. Toastmaster Benny.
Thank you. Contest chair. How many of you know about NCC? Please raise your hands. Okay, great. For those who don't know, NCC stands for National Cadet Corps. Today, I will take you to a day that still drives my heart even after 14 years. Good morning, Toastmasters and dear guests. 2012, a time when I had bigger dreams and much more hair. But today, it is not about my hair. It is about courage. After 7th standard, we had two options, Scout or NCC. Now I come from an army background family. So service isn't the option for us. It is our inheritance. There are two criteria to get into NCC, physical and academics. Now, me and academics are doing a long distance relationship. So I focused on physical. Then came the race day, the 5-kilometer run. 320 students competing for 30 Pune division seats. Fancy drinks being used, unrealistic strategies. I stared at the track and whispered, win or walk away from your family's legacy. Because failing here meant walking away from the person who I think I am. The gun fired. We all started running. During the last 500 meters, my legs begged me to stop. I could hear my heartbeat in my ears. Right when I was about to give up, I heard my seniors shouting, "Ben me! Ben me!" Something inside me ignited. I ran through the pain and won. And NCC was unlocked. We were taken to headquarters at SB Road, Pune for our training. Now, there are two schools that get selected for NCC. First, St. Joseph, the school I come in from. And second, St. Vincent's, our rivals. It is like Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan competing with each other to marry Kajol. After the night roll call, I saw 3 boys bullying a kid behind the bathroom. I reported this incident to my seniors. The bullies got disciplined, but unexpectedly, I got cold shouldered from my own unit. The reason behind this was, the boy whom I helped was Parag from St. Vincent's. As my own unit stepped back, Parag stepped in. He made me smile. He shared his food with me. Parag was just like me, with a Marathi accent. We decided to jump out of campus when the lights turned off, but were caught by a wing commander. What followed next was pure ragda. 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, chair position for 30 minutes and a 5-kilometer run at 3 a.m. in the morning, and that too very only nervous. The tasks were difficult, but me and Parag came closer. The next day, without asking, we were told to volunteer the next day event, which was a firing competition. So before the units came to the range, me and Parag were told to test every gun to make sure they are working as expected. Me and Parag started a friendly competition. Parag joked, "Oye, the last one who hits the center gives a vada pav treat." I accepted the challenge. I said, "In that case, you can take out a wallet in advance." Rounds after rounds were being fired. So for those of you who don't know how a gun actually works, you will be given a bullet. You need to put that bullet in the gun, load that bullet, match your crosshair with the target center and hit the trigger. Once you hit the trigger, there would be a nut that would pop out of the bullet. And our job here was to make sure that everyone uses all their bullets and no one takes even a single bullet back. Rounds after rounds were being fired. I went to the target after the round stopped to take out the sheet that was behind the target. When I approached the target, I heard a sound. A sound of a metal biting another metal. I heard Parag calling me from behind. I turned back and he whispered something that I will never hear, and he fell down. What had happened is the gun was misfired. It hit the target right in front of me, got reflected, missed me, and took Parag. Parag died on the spot. News was everywhere. Pune boy shot dead at NCC headquarters. My mom rushed towards the headquarters to bring me back home. While I was sitting beside her, uniforms dusty and my heart empty, I realized I joined NCC to keep my family's legacy. But Parag taught me to keep a promise. A promise to see a human being even in your rival. That day, the meaning of NCC changed for me. N. Notice the quiet guy in the corner. C. Choose courage over comfort. And C. Care for those people who cannot care for themselves. My dear friends, courage is not being fearless, but doing the right thing before life makes its own decision. We all will be set up at crossroads. Do the right thing then. Not because someone will applaud for you, not because someone will give you recognition, but do it because you won't get another chance. My dear friends, we don't know how long we are going to live, but there is one thing we can control: how deeply we live for others. That day, NCC lost a candidate, but I lost a person who could have been my brother. Even after 14 years, I still miss his presence. But that day, there is one thing I learned. When it's time for courage, use that time, because you won't get another chance. And this is my time.